Hey guys, my name is Madi and you are welcome to Madi Speaks. Today, we're going to be reacting to these crazy individuals who are having unreasonable meltdowns simply because of Trump's inauguration. Let's get into it.
So you telling me Trump's inauguration is on the day of Martin Luther King Jr. Day?
No. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is on Trump's inauguration day. I fixed it for you. If you knew how to read a book or look up something or do a little research, you would be able to understand what day inauguration day always is on. Pretty consistent. Martin Luther King Day, not consistent.
Am I on the wrong side of TikTok? Because I ain't seen nobody talk about this.
I wish I didn't see you talk about it. The uninformed amongst us. What app are y'all going to so I can go to the opposite?
Like what? Why? How? This is not a kawinky deek.
See, this is a problem. People like this have no idea about historical or anything in this country that has any value. They just want to complain. Be victims, professional victims. But Martin Luther King Day and Trump's inauguration day being on the same day is creme brulee, icing on the cake. Let's get at them.
Tell me you're ignorant without telling me you're ignorant, okay? So this woman, who sounds American, by the way, so I'm assuming she was born and bred in the United States of America, meaning that she would be very well versed in the history of the country. But here she is having a mental breakdown on the internet simply because, according to her, Donald Trump's election was fixed on Martin Luther King's Day. Jeez. You can make this kind of stupidity up, guys. This woman is not aware that it was just recently, in 1983, when President Ronald Reagan signed a legislation naming the third Monday of every January as Martin Luther King's Day. So that third Monday of January can fall on any date, okay? It can fall on the 13th, it can fall on the 16th, or any date in January. Whereas the inauguration of US presidents has been fixed to happen every 4 years on January 20th or 21st if 20th falls on a Sunday. Mind you, it has been in practice long before the birth of Martin Luther King himself. These people are just looking for outrage, and this man gave her the best response.
Too cold, Donald, really, to have your inauguration outside because the temperature is going to be 23 degrees. Okay, let's just put this into perspective. It was 7 for Reagan. It was 22 for Kennedy. It was 28 degrees for Barack Obama, with winds somewhere in the 20 mile an hour range as well. It was freezing. So I'm not sure it's the cold. I think maybe it's that you're afraid of the crowd sizes and that hotels are still available. And then a lot of people, as many people as, showed up for, Barack Obama or Joe Biden or whatever, won't be showing up for your inauguration. I think it's the crowd sizes. That number is more important than the temperature number.
Isn't it embarrassing to see a full-grown man like this obsessing over trivial issues like this? Don't these men have nothing better to do? He said it himself. It was freezing during Donald Trump's rally. The fact that Barack Obama chose to have his inauguration rally out in the freezing cold is Barack Obama's cup of tea. And the fact that Donald Trump chose to be more sensible and more sensitive towards his own health and the health of his supporters is also Donald Trump's cup of tea, not Don Lemon's. And may I remind you that several assassination attempts have been made on this man's life. Maybe also try to think about those lines, Don. Don Lemon is insinuating that the number of people who came out for Donald Trump's rally is not much at all, while forgetting that at the end of the day, Donald Trump still has the support of the majority of the United States population. The fact that he is the current president is a pure testament to that fact. So, cry on, sir.
This election, let's see how Democrats are preparing their home for the invasion. I mean this with the utmost respect. Who is that for? Salute to you for protecting your home. Now, probably the safest time to be in America. Now, not before when people were rioting and tearing up stuff in this country. That wasn't the time. Now you feel when we're the most protected, now you want to.
Really? This is insane. I know we're probably laughing and having fun at these people's expense, but I'm genuinely beginning to think that these people are going through some mental issues, okay? What is going on here? This woman is nailing her doors short right after Trump's inauguration. But for what reason? Why? The left have totally brainwashed grown adults into believing that Donald Trump's administration is going to send people that will break down their doors, force themselves into people's homes, and then do people harm. How mentally deranged do you have to be to believe that kind of arrant nonsense? Honestly, these guys need help. That's all I can say.
So Trump is giving his inauguration speech and he says this.
As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
I mean, any reasonable and normal human being would be extremely happy for this statement, okay? In fact, I made a post on this channel sharing this particular news of what Trump said, and almost every single person agreed with Trump and was happy that common sense is finally making a comeback. But anyway, let's keep watching so that we can see how this young woman responds to this statement.
Okay, I don't think the middle and the lower class Americans wake up stressed about how many genders there are.
You're wrong, ma'am. This is what I think. I think the average American family that hates the fact that Donald Trump is now the president doesn't have the right to be stressed about the price of milk or the price of eggs or health care and those other things you mentioned, because they said that everything was fine. Biden was doing a great job, a wonderful job. The price of milk and eggs were superb and that Biden's economy was booming. They covered up for Joe Biden's incompetencies, so I don't think they should be complaining right now, okay? However, the reasonable average family who believe in objective truth, right and wrong, male and female, are very much concerned about what Donald Trump is talking about, and they think it is important. Because if we get right, family and moral values of kids, and generally everyone in the society, if we get it right, then believe me, we would get right a lot of other things. It is considered a sin these days to state universal facts like there is only two genders, even if this is supposed to be common knowledge. School prayer is banned, but drag shows are promoted in schools. It is forbidden to teach Bible in the school to kids, but it is allowed to teach kids that men can be pregnant. Can you imagine that? This is crazy.
Think the middle and the lower class Americans wake up stressed about how many genders there are. I think they're stressed about paying their bills. I think they're stressed about healthcare and the price of milk. I think they're also very, very stressed about climate change. How about you talk about that? How about you talk about how you are going to help the average American family and how to make their community safer instead of just trying to incite hate and distracting from the reality that you have just surrounded yourself with billionaires because you're trying to make a lot of money, aren't you? A lot of us have brains and we see exactly what you're doing. It doesn't matter how many genders there are. 17, a million. It does matter that we can raise our children in an environment that is safe. It does matter that we treat everyone with respect, no matter how they want to identify. Oh, Lord. We're smarter than this. Don't let him distract you. And the reason I do talk a lot about American politics is because it's very influential. That shit permeates and influences the whole world. We don't need that in Australia. We don't. So even if you're Australian watching my videos, stay alert. Watch these political tactics that they're using to distract you from things that actually matter.
But how about you talk about South Africa? Why don't you talk about Congo? Okay, can't you talk about Free Palestine? What about these other topics? They want you to talk about anything other than what we really care about. It is very dumb to say that the average American family is not stressed about their very little kids being indoctrinated into the LGBTQ cult by the school system and by the general society. Yes, these families care about the cost of living, which was largely destroyed by the Biden administration, but they also don't want their adorable daughter's breasts to be cut off just for propaganda, okay? They don't want their 3-year-old child to be learning about erotic and sexual content in the school. Now, this clip reads, triggered San Francisco liberal residents gathered to let out a primo scream as Trump took the oath. There is definitely a brain rot epidemic sweeping the country, and it is only affecting people who support a particular political party. Imagine this. But the comments on the video are cracking me up bad. Somebody said, did the boss miss picking them up on return to the institute? Another person commented, imagine the mess if they'd won the vote. Exactly, guys. I don't know. This one reads, they forgot to jump. What's the point of this? Oh my god. Well, okay then, that's all you can do about it. And that is absolutely true, guys. If screaming at the edge of a cliff makes them feel better, I mean, go for it, because what more can they do? That's exactly the only thing they can. That was extremely hilarious, but honestly, I wish them a quick recovery. As always, guys, these are my thoughts, these are my opinions, but feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or buying me a coffee if you like, as a way of supporting the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.